Hey ladies and gents, this is Izwiz coming to you with a review of Bob the Mexican from the Hateful Eight. Miguel's here with me.
And apparently he doesn't know how to use a camera.
Of course I do. The Hateful Eight was a movie that I saw recently. It came from Tarantino, Quentin Tarantino, and I didn't let you see it because it was a bloodfest.
Well, I mean, I didn't.
And it was really gory. And most Quentin Tarantino films end with people covered in blood and gore.
Well, I mean,
and they use the N-word like a million times.
I didn't really ask to see it. I didn't really want to.
You were kind of there, though, right? Like, hovering around.
No, I was kind of in another room.
So, anyway, this Bob the Mexican is a figure from NECA. And you pull him out of the package. He's very hairy and very macho. Which is why I have as a backdrop
a bull testicle?
Exactly.
A bull scrotum,
if
you will.
Rocky Mountain oyster. This one is called a Bullie ball. So as I open the figure, you'll note that there's some silica gel on the back. Which,
in case you didn't know, you're supposed to eat. It adds flavor.
No, it's a desiccant. So it says right there, do not eat and throw away.
I think they just misspelled donut.
Oh, donut? Eat?
Yeah.
So it's a delicious treat.
It tastes like a donut, yes.
There's tiny little donuts in there. Okay, ladies and gents, there comes the silica gel. Here is Bob the Mexican, as you can tell. Bob the Mexican is quite hairy and quite macho. At least his outfit is hairy. And he comes with a knife.
And a gun.
And a gun. A knife also known as, Paul Rodriguez said, the Mexican Express card. Can't get the gun out of there.
Do you need help?
Well, I think what I'm going to do is...
You're going to use your...
Bob the Mexican.
You're going to use your super cool sword.
There's the gun. And I'm using my magical Chinese sword.
Made in China.
Star of an earlier video. And Bob the Mexican is... It's kind of weird to call him Bob the Mexican because no Mexican, no self-respecting Mexican is going to call himself Bob. So you automatically know something's wrong. It would be Roberto the Mexican. And the biggest thing about him is this big, huge buffalo coat that he has.
And like the big thing that you used to hang him on the back.
And it's actually his hand. It's kind of hard to put this little gun in. Wait. Yeah, it doesn't grip it like all that well.
And in case this video looks weird, it's because we're recording on another planet.
No, and if... Yeah, so right off the bat, the gun is too small for the grip. And the knife is also too small for the grip. At least in his right hand.
Maybe use the other hand to hold the gun?
No, because...
That hand's even larger.
You can tell that this hand is for the gun because he's got his trigger finger at the ready. But anyway, the coat is so freaking huge that he can barely move. But it's nice. It's like faux fur. He kind of looks like a squirrel.
I think he just killed like a really large mutant squirrel.
That's probably how they made the coat. But look, his outfit underneath is super cool too because he's got this very neat scarf and he's got this apron because all macho Mexicans wear aprons in case they need to cook up some pozole or some menudo or something. I think I'll probably put his gun in his holster. And then he's got this cool vest.
And the gun doesn't quite fit in the holster.
With neat buttons and a nice shirt underneath there. I don't want to take that I don't want to. Oh wow, that that faux fur. It actually looks like leather underneath. So he can, if he's flashing his clothes, that might be a cool look for him, right? I don't know if I like his ankles. I can tell already are a little weak. The sculpting is nice on the boots. Look at that. Look at how high those boots are. You would think if you were wearing boots, you wouldn't have that much ankle articulation, huh? And he's got nice corduroy pants. So the outfit is one of the highlights. The articulation is not terrible, but like I said, the ankles are weak. So you can sit him down on a wagon or whatever. Kind of, this is a pretty decent likeness, I guess, of Demian Birchir. I think that's how you say his name. He's a Mexican actor who's been on other things like Weeds. And he's a really handsome guy. But you can hardly see him behind this big bushy beard. And he's got one eye squinted and one eye open. So I don't really get that. He's just...
Maybe he needs to shoot somebody and he's aiming?
The hat does not come off. The head goes back and forth a little bit. Not front or back.
His beard is too
but
stiff.
Everything impedes the articulation on this guy. I mean, his arms can go up, but how can you tell his arms are going up? His arms can go down.
You can tell when his arms are up because his arms go up.
No, because it's just this massive coat with little nubs coming out.
He's the least menacing, like...
In the movie, I don't want to spoil it, but...
He's the least menacing, like Yeti, but like without snow.
Oh, now he's some of his fur is flying off. You see how all I want him to do is stand.
Is that too much to ask?
And he's doing it.
And his arms look kind of interesting there.
The paint is pretty decent. You got some white on his fur, on his this beard. And he's got some rosy cheeks because he just came in from the blizzard in the movie. Oh, and his little hat can go over his head, I think.
It's not a hat, that's a hood.
His little hood. So he's one of the...
So now he just looks like a furry monster from behind.
So I'm going to call him Roberto. And I'm going to say that, he's my favorite of the Hateful Eight because he's the Mexican one. Originally, he was going to be French, but I think that Quentin Tarantino really liked this actor, so he turned him into a Mexican. And in my version of the movie, he's kind of a hero who comes in and takes care of some racist people.
In the most peaceful way possible.
Well,
with a giant fur coat and a knife and gun.
Let's just say that hijinks ensue. You have like 8 people in one room and you don't know who the bad guys are, but things happen.
Oh, yes, they do. Things do indeed happen.
And blood and guts. There will be blood and guts. So I like the hat. I like the paint. Said hard to move. Don't know if I'm going to be brave enough to take his fur coat off. Probably not. I happened to get this one for my birthday. So, a while back. But, yeah. I'm going to take this guy out by those big oak trees, have him hang out and see if any squirrels want to come and
be friends?
And be friends. Put some nuts out.
Speaking of nuts.
Speaking of nuts, good segue. If he doesn't stand up, I can always put him in. I'm going to get my nuts out of this.
Scrotum.
Yeah. There he goes. Perfect.
Now you just got to add like a hot air balloon, and there you go.
That's true. I actually do have a hot air balloon that would serve. Bullie bags. The bull stops here. This is my bull scrotum. The grossest thing is that there's a single white hair. Which ruins it. But yeah, I
Get
mean,
some sandbags, a hot air balloon.
this is so bizarre that I may just incorporate that into the display there. That way I don't have to worry about Bob the Mexican
Get some sandbags,
falling and hurting himself.
some sandbags, a hot air balloon, and send him off in his bull scrotum.
All right, that's
hot air balloon.
my review of these of Bob the Mexican and the bull scrotum. Is Wiz signing off.